Hello, everyone, and welcome to Leadership Insight, where today it is about essential soft skills to become a new supervisor superstar overnight. Okay, maybe not overnight, but close to overnight. Welcome, come on in, everyone. Welcome to Leadership Insight. Now, listen, I am here today because we are going to talk about one of the most exciting, and let's be real, sometimes it can be a little nerve wracking transitions that you will make in your career. And that is stepping into your first supervisory role. Now, let me tell you, if you've been in this leadership game, listen, you can always learn a new trick or two. So if you've been in leadership and you're catching this, stay tuned, keep watching, and do not forget to share this with someone who you know has need of this information. Now, today's topic, essential soft skills to become a new supervisor superstar overnight. Make sure you are tuning in and listen up because we are going to talk about some vital things that you truly need to know. Now, notice I didn't say you have to know everything overnight because you don't, but there are certain soft skills that's going to help you to stand out, earn trust fast, and be able to create a team culture that shines from day one. So, whether you're just got promoted or you're aiming for your next level, you're in the right place. Do not forget to like and subscribe from whatever platform you are viewing us from. Our 2 points for today: mastering emotional intelligence and empathy, and communication and relationship building skills. So, those are the two areas that we are going to focus on today. And the truth is, people don't quit jobs, they quit their supervisors, they quit their bosses. And most people who get promoted into supervisory roles get there because they're doing great work, or most of the time, because some of y'all are like, I don't know, that person got hired and I didn't see their great work. It's okay. In general, the theory is if you're promoted to supervisor, that means you've gotten there because you've done great work. But the question is out about managing or leading people. That in itself is a whole entirely new skill set. Now, leadership just isn't about being the smartest person in the room. I say that all the time. It's about being the person who brings the best out of everyone else in the room. That's the caveat. Leadership just isn't about you, it's about people. And if you're in this leadership game just solely for yourself, listen, you're in it for the wrong reason. It's about leading people, creating these great teams. And that's why today's session matters. Whether you're leading two people or 20 people or 120 people, the soft skills cover can either make your leadership journey the greatest one or it can break it. It's not about being flashy. It doesn't come with this certificate, but these are essential skills. And if you want to go from being in charge to being someone your team respects, trusts, and wants to follow, this is where it starts. So let's break this down into our two key areas for today. You're going to need to focus on being that new superstar supervisor, and that's going to be mastering emotional intelligence and empathy. That's right. We do not get away from mastering emotional intelligence. This is a key skill set that you need to learn, that you need to be able to master. Now, emotional intelligence or EQ is your ability to understand yourself and others. It's the foundation of people leadership. So here's what it looks like: you learn how to read the room. You notice when someone's energy is off or when they're not smiling. You don't assume, this is so important, you all. Do not assume intent. So someone could be frowning. It's most people are going to go to, oh, she's mad or he's mad at this or that. You could be totally wrong. And so, although you want to read the room, you want to notice those subtle cues, Do not assume intent. Just because someone missed a deadline doesn't mean they're lazy. Just because someone missed a deadline doesn't mean that they don't care. That's when you need to start asking questions. Do not jump to conclusions because when you're reading the room and if you make assumptions, you can be wrong. And then you're going to be like, Sparkle Joy, Coach Miranda, you said read the room. And I said, yes, read the room. But I also said, do not assume intent. You also need to learn to read the room. I need you to not assume intent, but I also need you to be able to stay calm under pressure. Even when chaos hits you, sir, you, ma'am, do not bring more chaos into the situation. And so if you're hyperventilating, you're telling your staff hyperventilate too. If you're spazzing out, you're telling your staff spaz out too. They are watching you. They are trying to read you, which is why you need to stay calm under pressure. Now, let's talk a little bit about empathy because empathy is not a weakness. I know the world may be telling you that it is, but trust me, empathy is not a weakness. And this is also how you do not lose employees. You do not lose your team when you empathize. But if you are not empathizing, then they are trying to find their exit strategy. So, no, empathy is not a weakness, it's a connection. And as a new supervisor, empathy is going to help you to see behind the person's performance. It's going to help you to understand that people have lives outside of work. It's going to help you to build loyalty and not just compliance. Yes, we want people to come to work. We want them to do jobs well done, but we don't want them just to do it because it's supposed to be done. We want them to do it because they want to do it. They enjoy doing it. They enjoy working for you because you can empathize. You have empathy for them. They will be able to feel that. They read bull crap, you all. They know how to read bull crap. So don't bull crap your people. Learn to empathize with them. When your team feels seen, they perform better. It's just that simple. So your pro tip for today, you don't have to solve everyone's problems. You need to care enough to listen. That's right. When we're talking about this, you need to care enough to listen. You do not have to solve everyone's problem. Our second point is communication and relationship building skills. The next essential skill zone is communication, but not just talking, clear, consistent, and courageous communication. What this looks like. You give direction without confusion. Well, I think I need you to do a spreadsheet. No, 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 no. It's not, I think I need you to do the spreadsheet. I need you to do this spreadsheet by this time, by this date. It's not, I think this would be good. It's clear communication. It's give direction without confusion. Your team needs to know what's expected, when it's expected. And so if you waver in your communication, that is going to leave confusion within your team. You listen to understand. I need you to listen to understand, not to reply. I understand most people, when you're talking, they have already formulated whatever they want to say next. That is not going to be you. You are going to take deep breaths, not those kind of deep breaths. Don't, just ground yourself. Remember, we spoke about grounding yourself earlier. You're going to ground yourself and you're going to breathe while you listen when someone is talking. So listen to understand, not to reply. And I also need you, dare I say, speak the truth even when it's hard. Speaking the truth does not mean you have to be cruel. Speaking the truth does not have to mean you're rude. Speaking the truth does not have to mean that you are a hard behind. Speaking the truth helps in building trust. Speaking the truth also helps to not add to confusion. Speaking the truth when it's hard is something that your staff will applaud you for. And again, it doesn't have to be abrasive, it doesn't have to be cruel, mean. You can speak the truth as long as it's coming from a genuine, honest, good place. And it's important that, yes, speaking the truth when it's hard. If you have to have a candid conversation about hygiene, if you have to have a candid conversation about how someone messed up a project, if you have to have a conversation about why they were late for the fifth time, these can be hard conversations, but you must have them. And with that, that comes with relationship building because trust is the currency of leadership. Without it, your leadership account is bankrupt, and that is not where we want you to be. To build relationships, I need you to get to know the people that are around you. I also need you to get to know what motivates them. Some people are motivated by money, some people are motivated by accolades. Some people are motivated by subtle accolades or behind the scenes accolades. So you need to understand everyone doesn't want praise in public. Some want it through email. Some want it through just a quick verbal pick up the phone, but some need it. Some need recognition in the bigger settings. Some people are motivated again by money. So it's a time, not a time off award, but a monetary award. You need to know your people and don't just do a blanket thing and think what works for one is going to work for another. I also need you to always celebrate all wins, big or small. Now, sometimes people are doing their job and you're going to say, you need me to clap them up just for doing their job? Sir, ma'am, yes, sometimes you need to clap them up for just doing their job sometimes. So don't get in this mode of, well, I did it and I didn't get accolades. Nobody told me. Just because nobody told you does not mean that is how you're supposed to walk into your leadership role. Celebrate wins, both big and small. I also need you to be approachable. Don't let your new title build up a wall. Use it to build a bridge. Your success doesn't depend on your ability to control people. Your success doesn't depend on your ability to control people. It depends on your ability to connect with people. Now, again, do not forget to like and subscribe from whatever platform you are watching us from. And if this is resonating with you, please make sure you also share this video if you know someone that has a need of this. Now, I always like to wrap us all up, so let me bring this home. Today, I told you that becoming a supervisor superstar isn't about knowing everything, or it's not about barking orders. It's about learning, or it's about leaning into soft skills that help you lead with confidence, clarity, and care. Our two key points that we went over, it was emotional intelligence and empathy, where you lead with your heart and your head. Then communication and relationship building, where you lead with words and actions. These are the traits that make people want to follow you, work hard for you, and grow under your leadership. So, whether you're a brand new supervisor or you're gearing up for your next promotion, remember this: you don't need to have all the answers. You just need to lead with intention, connection, and respect. You've got what it takes to be a superstar supervisor, and your team deserves nothing less. Join me next week for more incredible insights. You deserve nothing but the best. It's my goal to ensure that you move to your next level. Let's take your career to new heights together. Until next time, keep leading with intention, connection, and respect.